And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, MLB The Show brings you baseball on a rainy night. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound now, Aaron Nola. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
James Wood, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. De La Cruz takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number one. Okay, let's check out the lineup. This is a good offense, Chris. You're going to get quality at bats and balls put in play consistently with this group.
And it doesn't really matter who they're facing on the mound. They have the ability to go out and compete and win ball games. If it's an all-star or Cy Young Award winner to just a rookie up in the big leagues. So when you have that, you have a chance to win every night. If I was a pitcher on this team, I'd feel pretty good about taking the mound for him. As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia. And another ball.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit. Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
In the air, left field. Sosa makes his way towards it. He hauls it in, 2 away.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
In the air, right field. And that is that. So now the Phillies offense. We'll see what they can do. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Philadelphia and on the mound for Washington in this one, Clayton Beeter. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first 3 hitters.
Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies.
Shortstop, number 7, Trey Turner. Woo.
And a foul ball. Stays alive.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt. Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Got him swinging.
Batting second, designated hitter.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Foul ball. Checks a swing, appeal to third, and that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a foul out of play.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
This one in the air, center field. Young settles underneath it. And that'll do it. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. No score. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams.
No, that's a ball.
And the 1-0. The other way, and foul ball. Nola, a 6'2 righty, 200 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2014.
That's a ball.
Right side, hard hit. Harper takes it to the bag and quickly one away in the second.
Catcher, K-Bird Ruiz. Ball, hard.
No score here in the second. Popped in the air, left field. That's out number 2.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Dalen Lyle.
So digging in, Dalen Lyle.
Whoa.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame. Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch two-out double made this inning interesting.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, strike one. That clips the corner. Next pitch misses way outside. Man at second. High fly ball, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning, Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Fastball for a strike. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Brian De La Cruz.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
He was late there, strike one. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Got him looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
This is Bryson Stott. Tap foul at the plate. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-2. Can't glove it cleanly. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. New inning getting started. Jorbeat Beboss digging in for the Nationals.
Let's go, Aaron. Ball one.
The 1-0. And that's a little bit high. Ripped on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting ninth, center fielder Jacob Young.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Bunting for a hit, and that's just foul. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two. And he'll challenge that called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Top of the third, no score. And now it's even up. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Up next for the Nationals, right fielder James Wood.
So the Nats lineup turns over. James Wood now at the plate.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that one hammered out of here. A home run off the foul pole. He'll take a jog around the bases. And the Nats have the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
That one ripped, but foul. Jackknifes out of the way.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitches.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Nats on the board first, courtesy of this solo homer. It's now 1-0. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Orlando Rivalta.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a bouncer. Fires over to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Derek Hill.
Ball.
And that drops in for a strike. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. One down, Phillies down a run. Fastball is outside. That one finds the corner. 3-2 now. Hard hit, right side. Takes it himself, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Garrett Stubbs getting ready to hit.
Let's see it, Philadelphia.
Outside.
No, that's a ball.
And that's ball 1. Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball.
Here we go, Garrett.
Check swing, no appeal. Ball 2. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on the way. Goes down looking. Phillies down in order. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the top of the 4th. Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Nola fires.
Ball.
The 2-1. There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down in the corner. Relay throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Man at second.
Well, these Nats showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Two and one now. To the right side. To first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
One gone, runner at first. Now the left fielder, Dalen Lyle, doubled his first time. Swing and a ground ball. Stott over to first in time. That's the second out.
Up next for Washington, second baseman Nasim Nunez.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4.
Nope. 0-1.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Comes a 2-2. In the air, left field. Sosa gets under it. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 4th, Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. That's ripped. Base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
That misses. Ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The 1-0. And a big swing and a miss. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Throw sails over his head at first. The throw is late and a run scores.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical. But so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff. You have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Harper stands in now and watches strike 1. The 0-1. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
The 1-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Gets him to chase after that one.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
And that one fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And the 2-2. That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Brian De La Cruz next to bat for Philadelphia. Outside ball 4. He walked him, and they are loaded.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Now it's the right fielder, Brian De La Cruz. Golden opportunity right here. Swings through that one out in front that time.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
And he'll play it on a bounce. One runs in. The tag. Safe.
Comes through to drive in a pair and give him the lead. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
No, that's low.
The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Rings it in.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder, Edmundo.
2 aboard with 1 out. Edmundo Sosa, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees for a strike. The 0-1. There's a swing and a miss. Up the middle, the flip. There's one on to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In there. Got him looking for the K. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Phillies 3 and the Nationals 2. Back here in Philadelphia, ready now for the 5th inning. Jorbeat Bebos digging in for the Nationals. Nola back to work. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Nationals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They haven't run a single count full in this ball game, and that's just wild to me. That stat alone shows they're making it way too easy to get them out.
Pitch misses there. Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that is in for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Back to work. 3-2 now. In the air to left center. Sosa takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next for Washington, center fielder Jacob Young.
Just missed. Trying to bunt his way on, and it goes just foul. Line drive, base hit right field. And the tying run is on base.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Digging in, James Wood. First offering, and it just misses. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jose Alvarado, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Kirkering, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Phillies fans want a strikeout.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one misses. 3-2 now. Struck him out looking. And Chris, I have to think he's feeling amped. Needs just one more strikeout for a career milestone.
Boog, he's amped, I'm amped, and I have to think the fans are too. Not every day you get to witness history like this.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Man at second. Out towards right center field. De La Cruz under it. And that's the third out. So one left for Washington. They trail it 3-2.
Now pitching for the
Back now to start the bottom of the fifth and taking over on the mound, Tom Cosgrove.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Garrett Stubbs stands in for the Phillies. Struck out looking his first time.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Stubbs, 32 years old. He made his major league debut in 2020, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2015. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and foul ball. Here's a 1-1. High fly ball out towards left center. One away.
Up next for the Phillies, shortstop Trey Turner.
Just missed. And he can't make the play. Still finds a way to get off a throw. He beats the throw, and the speedy runner is on at first.
For the Phillies, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
One down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 1 for 2. Man at first, one away. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Now he's challenging the called strike. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. Turner leads off first with one away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman Bryce Harper.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Two on, one out. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. And here comes Alec Bohm.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Foul ball there. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A three-run shot, and they add to their lead.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tom Cosgrove won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Number 51.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
No, that's low.
Two down, nobody on. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And he swings over the top there.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Oh, that fastball drilled
That
him.
hit him. Take your bait.
Up next for the Phillies.
So a man at first. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. And a foul ball. Already 3 runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. And that one misses up and in. 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. This one in the air, right field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 7-2. Safely into third. It's an RBI triple. And now the 0-1. That one found hard the other way. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grabs it on the run. That is the inning. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 7 and the Nationals 2. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals.
The designated hitter, Jose Tena.
Let's go, Philadelphia. Come on, Aaron.
On the ground, right side. Harper takes it himself. One pitch and one out.
Up next for Washington, shortstop C.J. Abrams.
Well,
The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off.
Here we go, Aaron.
The Phils leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Let's go, Aaron.
And that one ripped to left, and that'll do it. Nationals go quietly. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Bottom of the 6th, and now for the Phillies, Derek Hill.
Center fielder, Derek Hill.
Just
that's the ball.
missed.
Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
That one ripped left field. Back there. Going. Gone. He'll touch them all. And they add a run. It's 8-2.
was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Fastball is outside.
Consistently attacking the right pitch is a great way to build confidence as a hitter. You start to think less at the plate the more often it happens, and it can have a snowball effect. And I think that's been the case today with all of the hard contact.
Fought off foul. Fly ball down the line, over near the wall, and that drops foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth.
That's the ball.
Left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. In the air, left field. And that'll get down for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Trey Turner, 1 for 3. And the 1-0.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Stokes gets his lead at first with nobody out. And now 3-1. Gets the outside corner with that one. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
That one misses. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
That's the ball.
Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's 1. And that's 2.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Number 51 gives way, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for
Zach
Washington,
Littell will
number
take
18,
over here.
Zach
Well, he's had
Littell.
trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
So Harper stands in.
Let's go, Bryce.
Oh.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. in the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
And another ball. And ball four to a board.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Third baseman, Alex Bone.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Giovanni Cruz, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. And he swings through that one. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two on, two outs. On the ground to short, Abrams. They get the force. Inning over, and it could have been worse. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now 8-2. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Alvarado.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Dalen Lyle digs in now.
Left fielder, Dalen Lyle.
And ball one.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot. Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That's to third. Boom. Throws out to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
The Phillies up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Off the mark there. And the count is 2-0. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
Let's go, kid.
And that's downstairs and outside. Hit in the air, center field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Nationals, third baseman, Jorby.
So up next, Jorby Bebos.
No.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Nothing doing for Washington, and it's still 8-2. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
How do you feel like analytics have changed the sport of baseball?
Yeah, I remember years ago, and when this was all really starting to turn, you and I, would hear players talk about, yeah, my goal is to hit more balls in the air next year, because they knew that there was a correlation with more balls in the air, likely more home runs.
I feel like players now have a greater understanding than maybe 10 years ago how they're being evaluated. There's more of an understanding, not just in terms of coaches and managers, but the players get now that on-base percentage correlates with run scoring. Slugging correlates with run scoring. The batting average, while important, is not valued quite the same way, and the players have started to get it.
Ball. Ball. Inside.
2-0. And it's fouled away. The 2-1. Out to center. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Edmundo Sosa. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Inside, just missed.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And that is low for ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
That's in for a strike, a slider. Sosa leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. They lead at 8-2. here, Citizens Bank Park. We're at the top of the eighth. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals.
Let's go, Phillies.
Out to short. Turner throws to first in time. First out in the top of the eighth.
Up next for the Nationals, right fielder James Wood.
Right, one.
The Phils up big in this one, and we're in the top of the eighth.
Let's go, Phillies.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. He did not go around. And that one missing low. Got him. 2 up, 2 down. And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Jose Alvarado is done. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Orion
the Phillies,
Kirkering gets handed the rock out of the pen.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Nope, ball 2.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Two down, nobody on. That one
that's a
just
way.
misses.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. It's the Phillies 8 and the Nationals 2. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the Phillies catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Garrett Stubbs.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-0. And that one almost got him. Here's a 2-0. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. Three 0 down. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
Let's go, Phillies. Ball.
he doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. Here's a 3-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And that one is lifted in the air. Wood snags it on the run. High throw to first, and he can't reach it.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
1 out man at first. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. And a foul ball. Right through there for a strike. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Zach Littell out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
So they turn things over to the righty, Giovanni Cruz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Let's go, Phillies! Yeah, way to go, Big Phil. All right, let's go, Phillies!
Stubbs off of first with 2 away. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Third baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm. He's already homered in this game. This one popped up. And it stays fair. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's 9-2. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The 0-2. On the ground to third. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Through 8 full, it's all Philadelphia, 9-2. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. All set to start the 9th in this one. Jose Tena now at the plate. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Tim Meza, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. The 1-0. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Ball 1 there. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And the 0-2. On the ground. Harper over to second. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Last chance for the Nats in this one. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Keibert Ruiz. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Oh, and he hit him.
Thank you, mate.
Up next for Washington, left fielder Dylan Lyle.
Hit on the ground to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Up next for
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
Nasim Nunez getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts.
Yes.
Two on, 2 outs. That one fouled off. 2-2. Stays alive. The 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two now. This to center field. Hill coming on. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies slug their way to a win in this one.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.